Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. We are back. We're back from the holidays. We are full steam ahead. I did not slow down from playing Shadow Depths during the holidays, but unfortunately, I haven't gotten a video out there just because I haven't had really access to my recording area during the holidays because of people staying over, family and friends in town. So we are back on track. I am recording this video on January 2nd. You will most likely see it on January 3rd. So keep that in mind. We're about 24 hours behind from what you're actually seeing. So my stats may be different by the time you're seeing this. But I wanted to go ahead and give an update as far as some of the things that I'm going to go ahead and review and cover and my progress and a few tips. I'm actually going to have a follow-up video coming out from this on accuracy and evasion because I did not understand it completely. Before we jump into the video, I know I have to do everyone's least favorite part of the video and let you know this disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please make sure you do your own research before you jump into any project. Don't take my word or anything that's said in this video as financial advice or advice in any way. I'm just a gamer playing a game and reviewing games as part of this. I am not telling you to jump into any project or anything along those lines. Do your own research, make sure it's right for you. Go ahead and pause this video and read this thoroughly before we jump into it. All right, so let's get back to the video, which I did, and now I understand it more, and I've been focused more on that, and I've actually progressed considerably now that I understand that. So that's great to know, and I'll do a full how-to video on that just so you can understand it correctly. Also, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, if you're wondering where the wikis are, if you go down here all the way to the bottom right and you click on this top of the little icon, the wiki, that's going to give you, you can go ahead and check in there for any questions or any items that you want to kind of search down on it. Sometimes it's a little hard to find some stuff. So when I find them, I'll try to make separate videos on them. So let's go ahead and talk about what I'm focused on and how I've progressed so far. We'll go ahead and point out the elephant in the room. I am level 83. My progression this season has been so much faster than past seasons, and I account it to multiple things. My strategy at the beginning, I was able to really jump in and run full force and try and get up there quicker. Also, I'm not so much focused on the tasks as I was last year. Last year and last season, I was 100% focused on the tasks, trying to get as far as possible, which meant I didn't really do the harder missions. So in turn, I wasn't getting as much XP. So I think that's part of it. Last season, I think I finished the season at level 75, and we have about 30 days left in the season, and I'm already on 83. So it's a huge progression compared to last season. So that's one big thing. And in fact, probably by the time you're watching this video, tomorrow, I'll probably be on 86, 87 with how fast I've been progressing through the levels, which is crazy. It's absolutely crazy, which makes a whole lot of things a whole lot easier. Also, I wanted to go ahead and highlight, as I mentioned earlier, from the skill tree, I finished everything on the speed side and actually went ahead and filled these out. And then over the holiday, I went all the way down the accuracy skill tree because of the stuff that I learned about the accuracy and how it's essentially higher. Let me just do a quick overview on that. Again, I'll have a full separate video on this. I used to think that the evasion cap and the accuracy cap were as high as you should go with those skills. That is incorrect thinking. The way the skills work is basically it takes your accuracy minus the evasion of the monster or enemy that you're attacking, and then that's your actual skill. So if you only have, for example, an accuracy skill of 95 and who you're fighting has an evasion skill of, we'll just say 60, that means that you're only going to have a 35% accuracy skill, which is not very good as far as hitting who you're fighting. But if you have a 222% accuracy level and you're fighting something that has 100%, or we'll stick with the 60, the 60, you're essentially, if you remove that 60 from there, it gives you a 162% accuracy, which is still well over the cap, but you're still getting that 95% accuracy cap. So you're hitting 95% of the time, unlike before my old way of thinking where you're only hitting 35% of the time. So focusing on the accuracy, focusing on the evasion, getting those up are going to make you a lot more successful in the missions. Again, I'll do a full video on this that'll explain it a whole lot better. That's just a quick recap. So I've been focusing a lot on those skill trees. I finished the accuracy skill tree, also went through these. I'm at the speed cap, and right now I'm going down the evasion tree, where I'm going to try and finish that here in the next week or so as far as the evasion goes. And then I'll go ahead and just a quick tip, and I mentioned this previously. Once you get down to this block, fill them all out. The only reason I didn't go ahead and spend on these two is because my speed's at its cap already. So go ahead and remember that as you're going through. Once you get to the bottom, do it all. That's easy points there. So we'll go ahead, and that's the skills that I'm working on. You can see where I'm at right now. My accuracy is at 222. It's a combination of the skill tree and the equipment that I'm using. As far as equipment I'm using, I'm a combination. I'm actually, again, much further than I was last season. I'm legendary scout gear, and I'm even getting some ultimate scout gear in here. By the end of tomorrow, I may have a full set of ultimate scout gear. I actually have some stuff over here that I've used, but just continuing to work on that. So I'm much higher. Another thing I wanted to mention, check out the new drones. The new drones are pretty cool. I've been using this drone, which is the catcher drone, mostly because it gives you some crazy skill boosts. It gives you higher damage, ignores enemy defense, which just cuts through that armor that they have, and reduces their overall defense. So it hits a lot harder. It allows you to hit a lot harder. It's ultimate, so it lasts a lot longer. They do have these other drones, which are new this year, which are the spy drones that give you a chance to sneak. The thing I noticed about these drones is the durability just wears you through. It's really hard to go ahead and do those 100 and 200 set missions. It's just because these wear out, and unless you actually turn that feature off, where if your durability is to 0, to ignore that, you're never able to complete the 100 or 200 mission sets. So I use this one a lot, and I've obviously got a lot of this. I continue to use the same consumables that I've used in the past. We'll probably continue to use those, probably start shifting to the adrenaline as I continue to, depending on where I'm working. As far as my missions go, I'm currently working on this one here, the radiotoxic cavern. Just grinding a little bit there to finish a task and get some XP. But I have gotten to the plague-ridden caverns, and I'm actually 90 out of 160 through those. Again, I'll probably go ahead and finish this one out this week, and then we'll move on to the last set, which is going to be pretty tough. The thing that you'll notice is the chemical damage. They've added that to it. So when you go ahead and you're fighting some of these higher mission areas, you're going to take a little more damage. So be aware of that as you're going through it. All right. Now, I know a lot of you are also concerned or have want to know how want to know how the tasks are going. Again, I'm not focused on the task right now. I'm really just trying to get to my goal, which is right here, 136. I am one slot away from that. I've not been focused on doing these missions, but if I have the chance to go ahead and do a mission or do a task, I'm going to go ahead and do it just till I get here. Then I'll just kind of let it roll. The reason I wanted to get here quickly is, as you can see, there's only 23. At the time of this recording, there's only 23 of these packs left out of 300. That means that there are 277 people that have already gotten to this point. So I am behind on that. So I'm trying to quick grab this before it runs out, and then we'll move on from there. By the time you're actually watching this recording, I'll actually be there. I have a few tasks that will finish up here within the next few hours of this recording, and then I'll go ahead and grab that pack. Hopefully there'll still be one left. So I'll go from there. Also, a lot of people are interested in the leaderboard. I have slid down here fast. If you remember from my first video, I was in the 30s, top 30. I'm 136 right now. I slid down fast, and I don't know if it's a part of because of the holiday. I don't know if it's a part because I was trying to do some tasks. I did stall a bit there, especially right around Christmas. where I wasn't able to run the missions that I wanted to just because I was busy with other things. So I was doing lower missions at higher just so I was continuing to run. So I wasn't getting the tokens that I necessarily could have been. I think that's part of it. But once I finish this last set of tasks, I'll be able to focus more on getting the tokens in and really driving this home. Hoping to still finish in the top 100. Initially, my goal was the top 50, but that's not going to happen. So top 100 would be great. I'd love to get in the top 100. So if you're in the community competition and you're doing better than 136 right now, you have a chance to go ahead and win some of the prizes. If you didn't join this season's community competition, unfortunately, it's too late to go ahead and join. But I will be running it again next season. So go ahead and check my Discord out for how you can get involved in next season's community competition. Plus, we'll be doing some for some other games here in the near future now that the holidays are wrapping up. So that's really it. Let me I think that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. The two things that I really wanted to press as far as beginner mid-game level items is go ahead and focus on accuracy and evasion. If I started over from the skill tree next season, I would probably focus on speed and accuracy. I'd probably go down this line initially. I did the evasion first, but I'd probably go accuracy first next season now that I know what I know. And then would move on from there. Not too concerned about that right now. I'm doing pretty well, but I think that would have helped me at least in some of the earlier mid-game stages. The other thing I wanted to mention is don't miss out on the drones. I think they're under 10 wax in the marketplace if you can't print them. But this one is super useful. Both of them are useful. Again, you just can't run the longer mission sets with this drone. The durability goes down way too fast. So that's all I had for today's video. Please let me know down in the comments below. Do you have any questions, any how-to videos? I got the how-to video on the accuracy and evasion coming up here. Also, do you have any tips? So I really appreciate anyone that drops any tips in the comments or DMs them me. I'm happy to go ahead and communicate them to the overall community so everybody can improve. And you can be anonymous or you can go ahead and mention in the comments your choice. If you want to take credit for it, that's fine. I really appreciate anyone that does that. I hope you are all doing well this season. I hope you all had a great holiday and great New Year's, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.